10 Facts about the Chinese military. The Chinese military is going through rapid advancements which are exhausting handsome amount of money is air weaponry. Surprising fact is that the Chinese military has equal measure of tanks than the US. Chinese Navy has aircraft carrier, enormous hovercraft, and an array of nuclear submarines stationed in the secret bases of vital shipping lanes. Also, China boasts of weapons that US barely has. There are the daring anti-ship missiles, which can almost shrink an American aircraft carrier. Chinese Army also comprises of an array of 100,000 cyber warfare soldiers for the high-end reconnaissance. 1. Their anti-ship missile could sink a U.S. carrier. The Chinese Dongfeng 21D missile have left the enemies in cold sweat. It can be launched from a land installation, go into orbit and will fly 10 times the speed of horizon to track a ship. It is also unstoppable whilst flying. 2. Their nuclear warheads cross the 100 mark. China has the strongest nuclear capability. The estimated number of their nuclear warheads is between 250 to 260. China is bound by the no first use policy and will not administer weapons against the non-nuclear states. 3. Chinese military has more men than the US. China has 2.3 million people actively engaged in the military. China is however tweaking its training programs and giving the enemies enough reason to fear. Those inexperienced will come out as fearsome warriors now. 4. There are more to the Chinese warfare capabilities than what meets the eye. Chinese military strategy stresses upon seizing the control of the electronic frontier, in both ways, offensive action and intelligence. China doesn't come clean-breast of their electronic warfare capabilities but gain a hold over electronics on other countries, disable networks, steal secrets, hack into government databases, and launch synchronized disinformation campaigns. 5. Secret submarine bases have dozens of nukes. As many as 20 nuclear submarines can be lodged in the Chinese Navy's Yulin Naval Base. It sits next to a small base in the starting of the South China Sea. China never accepts its existence but it's very much there. What's more fearing, there are many such bases are in the pipeline. 6. China is all set to buy huge hovercraft from Ukraine. There are 2 enormous Zubr-class hovercraft tank-leading ships that China is gearing up to buy from Ukraine. It is 3 times the size of a U.S. ship. It can land 3 tanks, 8 APCs, or nearly 400 troops. It is a measure to invade Taiwan's beaches and hence they are loading up themselves with some quick-firing guns and a range of missiles. 7. Their missile can knock out satellites. The ballistic missile is called DF-31 which can fire a kinetic kill vehicle on a moving satellite. 8. They will make no bones of the perfect setting. Chinese military is painstakingly perfectionists. They use pins in the collars, caps balanced on heads, cross ties behind their backs, and stringent discipline to make sure the marching troops never go out of sync. They also stress in proper posture. 9. Chinese Air Force has 3,000 planes. There are at least 3,000 jet aircraft which includes 1,200 fighters and 1,300 attack planes. 10. China is preparing 2 different stealth fighters. China joined the bandwagon of stealth weapon-possessing countries like the US and Russia. The names of the both are Chengdu J-20 and Shenyang J-31. It is now working on a long-range stealth bomber known as H-20 which might be unveiled around 2020. So, these are the top 10 secrets about the Chinese military that induces fear in the enemy countries.